Hi guys, and welcome to the answers for the Q&A. I'm just going to be answering all the questions, and the first 4 questions are by Calla Lily Trolls, or Trolls Lover Flowers. And the very first one is, how old were Floyd and Gage when they became friends? Floyd and Gage's parents were actually best friends ever since they were young. So when they were born, they automatically became best friends because they hung out all the time. So Floyd was born 2 months early, and he met Gage when Gage was a baby, and ever since then they were together all the time. So they were basically just like siblings, and they became best friends. So pretty much infants. The second question is, I know Floyd had a bully, but did he ever have a fake friend or a toxic girlfriend? Yes, Floyd was tricked a couple of times by different people, but the main one I can remember right now is Quince. He was a rock troll when Floyd was 15, and he tricked him into doing graffiti, and then bullied him about the way he looked and his past and all of that, which really hurt him. And he had 3 different girlfriends who were mean to him before Moxie. Like, a couple cheated, and they were just really mean to him. It was really sad. The third one is, has any troll ever had a fake friend or toxic girl boyfriend? Yes, so, like I said, Floyd. Hype had one, Tricky had one, John Dory had one, Luca had one, Gage had one. There's been so many characters, multiple ones. Poppy had one, I'm pretty sure, because I guess Creek counts. That's more canon. I don't think Clay had one. Yeah. There's lots of them. Those are the ones I'm thinking of right now. There was more. There was more that had that.
Had a what?
Toxic girl or boyfriend.
Oh. Yeah, there are more. I can't think of them right now.
Those are the ones I'm thinking of right now. I will post about those things eventually. Okay, the 4th question is, do you have a best friend for Clay, Bruce, or John? Yes. Clay had 2 friends in school. Their names were Clayton and Clark. Clayton was very smart and wore glasses and fought. He was very book smart. He was just real smart. And Clark got himself into trouble. He was a reckless little guy. He always got into stuff.
They were identical twins, but polar opposites.
Yeah. Spruce. Who's Spruce's best friend?
Carter.
Carter.
He is Clayton and Clark's older brother.
Yes. And John Dory, his best friend was, I forget his name. Who was John Dory's?
Well, he had Maddie first, and then later he had a friend named Michael. That he met during a school project.
So yeah, those are the answers to those questions. Sorry if this isn't perfect. I've never done this before.
Yo.
Alright, moving on. These are by Trolls Light. What inspired you to make a Trolls AU? Actually, we were just fiddling around with them, like enjoying the new Band Together movie, and then it just happened. We came up with things. It just happened. More and more just came to us, and we slowly, over time, over these past 3 years, we just made one. Do you struggle making OCs for your AU? No, actually, because we didn't force ourselves to. It just happened. We would be thinking and just come up with it like that. So there's like probably about 12,000. Like there's so many nobody knows about.
We need to get all of the ones that we use out and take a picture of them and post it so you guys can see how many we've made.
Yeah.
I remember the story of how Gage started.
Yeah.
He was a kid. Floyd had a karate class, and it was the original game of how Clay ended up meeting Viva. In that karate class, Floyd accidentally hit Viva trying to do one of the moves and didn't realize she was standing so close. And then one of the kids told on him. And when the teacher came over there, then he was like, alright, everything's okay, because Floyd apologized. And then this little troll went, buddy hit her! And he said, you hit me yesterday. He went, oh yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Then later on we decided Floyd needs a friend. And that was her idea. And then later, that little troll that said, buddy hit her, steadily became this troll named Gage. And we steadily gave him more things like a brother. He has a wife and kids. We have his parents all pointed out. He even has cousins and family members that are OCs. So his story has been building since, was it 2024?
Yes. Like April 2024. Okay. Does anyone third wheel Floyd and Moxie? Multiple people. Gage does, definitely.
Yeah.
Even though he was married by the time Floyd and Moxie were dating. Branch does sometimes. Sometimes I think Boom does a little bit. Just because Boom gets bored really easy and he has to follow someone around.
Branch might when he's feeling lonely.
Yeah, I said Branch a second ago.
I wasn't listening.
It's fine.
I wasn't listening. I've been drawing.
Let's see, does anyone else?
Does anyone else third wheel not that I can think of.
Me neither. It's mostly just Gage and Branch sometimes. Not really Luca, but Luca will spot them out in the village being flirty and watch, you know? It's great. Okay, I know this one wasn't really for the Q&A, but I'm just going to answer it here because it was a question. What would Floyd and Moxie look like in your AU as humans? This is by Rain and Friends, by the way. I'm actually not sure because it is not like, and I don't want this to offend anyone because it is not a bad thing to draw trolls as humans, but it's never been my style to because I'm not good at drawing humans. I like to draw them as trolls, so I actually don't know, but I think they look pretty much the same, just more human built. Like, you know, same stuff, just more human. Kind of like the gotcha characters. Like, I make them look as troll-like as they can, but they look more human than troll. So maybe similar to that. But yeah, I mean, that's just what I think, but I'm not really sure. Okay, these last few questions are by Floyd's #1 fan, aka Norma. The first one is, do you have synth in your AU? So in our AU, everything is canon. We keep everything canon, and I personally believe the shows are canon because I just see too much evidence for them to not be canon. Like, I think they're canon. So yes, synth is in the AU. All the Trollstopia characters are. Number 2, was Clay in the escape from the troll tree? Yes, he was, and he was with Viva. That's how they ended up in Put Put Village. They were running away, and Juliet, Queen Juliet, who was Viva's mom, took a shortcut, and Viva followed her, and so did Clay. And Clay gave baby Poppy to Floyd and told him to pass baby Poppy down. And so he did. Floyd was a little scared and unsure. He thinks he doesn't know how to babysit. So then Clay followed Viva until the tunnel collapsed, and they thought that they lost all 3. Juliet got caught by a Bergen, so Viva thought her mom had died. And Viva and Clay got some of the other trolls safe from the Bergens and left to go make the Puppet Village utopia. And number 3. Does Poppy ever comfort Floyd? Yes, she does. When he needs a big Poppy hug or needs some more positivity, she's always there to do that for him because Poppy thinks of Floyd as her brother. because she's so close with Branch and she's around them so much. And because she's in love with Branch, all of his brothers just feel like siblings to her, or like best friends. So she comforts any of them anytime they need it. She helps Floyd with a lot of things. So, I'm sorry if none of this made any sense. Please let me know if it didn't. I will find a better way to explain it. I tried my best. I've never done this before. But I hope all of the answers made sense. And I will let you know if I think of anyone else. Like the thing with the girl and boy toxic relationships. If I think of more, I'll post about it. But I cannot think of any more right now. I know there's probably more than what I said. But, that's all I can think of right now. So, hope that made sense. And thank you guys for watching. Bye!